everyone, I'm Shelby from fitasmamabear.com, and a girlfriend asked me the other day, we just got chatting about all the different things that I add into my smoothies and different kind of superfood powders that I use, and I brought up one of my favorite companies, so I just thought I would share that with you today also. So I use a lot of Perfect Supplement. They're called Perfect Supplements. I use a lot of their brand, their products from their brand, honestly because I love them. So a few of the common ones that I always have on hand is All I Got Until Last is my new favorite. I do always have an algae, so right now that's spirulina. Sometimes I rock chlorella powder too, but spirulina is my go-to. Funny story about this powder is I remember trying spirulina maybe 8 years ago. Someone gave me a thing of it, told me it was healthy, yada yada yada. But I opened it and I smelled it, and the smell stuck with me for like 8 years. I could not touch spirulina. And so finally I tried it again, a Perfect Supplements one. And while the smell is still slightly there, you just learn to not sniff the container when you open it and put it just in your smoothies and make it taste good. So I do always have an algae on hand. Another one I have on hand, this is one of my favorite products, to be honest, is this bone broth powder. So if you've checked out my blog post on the 3 crucial foods I think every toddler should have in their diet, one of them is bone broth. My girl's first foods was bone broth, and just because it's so good from a gut perspective that I make sure we get it regularly, but cooking your own bone broth kind of sucks because it takes 8 to 12 hours. So Perfect Supplements launched a bone broth powder, I think a year and a half ago, and it makes life so simple. You just mix it with boiling water. I add some sea salt, pepper, and parsley, and you can either just sip on it, you can use it for soups. Really fun hack is when I'm cooking rice, if we're having just a lower protein meal, what I'll do is in the water for the rice, I'll whisk in a thing of bone broth powder, and then it just infuses into the rice. It makes your rice a little bit more flavorful, and you get all the benefits of bone broth. So that's one that I kind of always keep on hand, especially for when the girls are sick, because truthfully I do run out in the fridge when I make my own, because it takes 8 to 12 hours. So that's one I always keep on hand. This is another new favorite of mine, and this is called Machinga. So if you have ever, I'm sure you've heard of matcha tea, so it's a crazy antioxidant. It's got a ton of health benefits. On the flip side of that, there's moringa, which is like matcha, but just as potent, just a little bit of a different thing. And they've combined them to make this ultimate green superfood power of love. So this is actually what I have in my smoothie right now, which is a super small smoothie because I had a little girl come and steal half of my smoothie. So normally my smoothies are not this small. But this is one I use especially because matcha does give you a little bit of an energy boost. So normally I'll make kind of matcha lattes midday, especially in the wintertime when I'm just a little bit more bleary. And I have just grown accustomed to using this green superfood, and I personally love it. And then another one that I keep in my cupboard, which you probably will not keep in your cupboard, is liver powder. So I know everyone's rolling their eyes for me. I don't eat the liver powder. I wish I could. I just cannot for the life of me rock it frequently, but my dog is mostly raw food fed, so we just sprinkle the liver powder over her stuff to give her a bit of a treat and to boost up the flavor in it. So we do have liver powder in our cupboard, which makes everyone kind of laugh. And lastly, the one that I ran out of last week is I normally have acai powder on hand too. Again, just a really powerful superfood, a great antioxidant. I throw it in smoothies, smoothie bowls. I've baked with it. I kind of do everything with it because it makes everything purple. So if you need to dye cupcake frosting or stuff like that, you want more natural, or Easter eggs, you can use a little bit of that powder, and it tends to dye really well. So that's all I kind of wanted to go over today, is I just wanted to let you know a few of my favorite superfoods, a few of my favorite powders that I keep in the fridge, and the brand that I use because everyone tends to ask. So if you have a chance, go check out Perfect Supplements. I personally love them. Obviously, I have quite a bit of them, and you can add them into smoothies, or you can bake with them, kind of whatever floats your boat. So if you do try them, let me know what you think, and enjoy.